Welcome back, Hive Mind. This is Shalazar with Hive Mind Gaming, coming at you with another tabletop simulator video with board games with the Hive, featuring Marvel's United by CMON, also known as Cool Mini or Not. Alright, so this just released, they just got it in the hands of the backers just recently, just a few months ago. So what I wanted to do is go through and do a playthrough video on Tabletop Simulator. So it's actually a pretty fun game. So let's pull this up. Now some awesome person made this, and they even made a custom background. The custom background, if you notice in the back, has Hulk running down the street. It has guys on the buildings, and Spidey over here, and and we've got Green Goblin coming around the corner there. I mean, just Squirrel Girl in the park. I mean, it's just really cool. Whoever did this, thank you for doing this. This is really cool. So if you guys want a good way to play this game with your friends, everyone get Tabletop Simulator and play it this way, and until you can get through this pandemic and meet them in real life. All right, so here we go. We pick what we want to do. So for this first playthrough, we're just going to do a standard game with standard villains, and then we'll come back and do the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos, the Sinister Six, the Spideyverse, Thor, things like that. So we'll come back and do those as we do more videos. Alright, so when we pick that, if you notice, it automatically throws out the rule book. So you won't actually have anything here to read with this scripted version of the game in this Tabletop Simulator. There's actually a couple, so make sure that you look through multiples and see which one you like the best. This is the one that I like the best, so this is the one that we're playing with today. Alright, so we choose the challenge. We're just going to do the core box, and we can choose random villains, we can do random heroes, we can do all that. Let's just do random heroes. Let's see, so we've got three, yeah, let's just do three heroes here. So we're going to do Blade, Vision, and Squirrel Girl, looks like. All right. Sounds good. All right, we're going to be done there. And then for the location set, we're just going to choose the core box, and it automatically puts it out. And then we're going to choose, let's do, why not, Dormammu. All right, so we're going to throw Dormammu out here. Now, the main thing that you got to realize with this game is you're fighting over 6 locations. And the 6 locations are based on that first choice we made, where the locations were going to be from. The locations we just did core box. So these are core box locations. So we've got the Shield Helicarrier, we've got the Stark Labs, we've got Avengers Mansion, we've got Shield Headquarters, we've got Central Park, and lastly, we have Times Square. Now, all of those locations will have a little colored, or little head there for that, and then it'll be the thug there for that. So that's there to tell you that's what goes on there for the starting. So once you lay this out and you start the game, all of them will tell you what goes where for the starting positions on these cards. And then you've got these little threat tokens here. Once we deal with this threat here in these locations, then this threat token will go here. Once we set up the board, we're going to go here and we're going to read what the boss does, because every boss has a different mechanic. So, and for the record, I've never played against Dormammu, so this is a first time for me as well. Dormammu can never be damaged. Wow. However, He is defeated after his last master plan card is resolved. Wow, that is no good. That is no good. When 2 missions are completed, remove the top card of the master plan deck from the game. When a hero is KO'd, Dormammu doesn't activate his BAM. Instead, advance the ritual track by the number of heroes. This is the ritual track. All right. So his BAM, which I'll explain what that is here momentarily, but his BAM, he deals 2 damage to each hero in Dormammu's location. Okay, that's not so bad. Overflow. Now, what overflow means is if more civilians are the blue ones, and thugs are the red ones. So if more civilians or thugs come into the game, like in this location, let's say 2 more come into the game, doesn't matter which, but 2 more, then 1 goes here, and then next goes in the clockwise position and overflows into here. So, and then each boss will have an overflow mechanic as well. So if a civilian or thug token can't be added to a location, increase the ritual track by 1 for each token you can't add. All right, so if in that same scenario, if we had 2 here, 1 would go here and then 1 would go here, and then we would move the villainous plot track by 1. So ritual track. When this track reaches 20, heroes lose. So as soon as he gets to 20, we lose the game. All right, and then we've got these down here. All right, so these are the missions. There's 3 of them. 1 is clear threats. That's these right here. That's these little boxes here. And by clearing them, there's 2 different types of threats. There's threats, and then there is, well, henchmen, but Dormammu obviously doesn't have henchmen. So all of his are just, and here's the thing, each villain has their own threat deck, which means that you shuffle them up and you randomly place them on these location cards. For instance, he's got banishment. Each civilian in this location requires 1 extra star to be rescued. So what that means is as we're playing the game, to rescue a civilian, we've got to play one of the stars off of our cards to rescue a civilian, and a punch, which is this one right here, to take out a thug. So in this location, we have to play an extra star to rescue this civilian. So we would need 2 to rescue him. Now, if we play 3 stars on this card, it is then removed from the game, and then it unlocks this special ability, which is a location effect, end of turn. So if I end my turn on this card, I can move to any other location on the board. And that allows me to do that once. You can only use 1 end of turn ability per turn. So if this one was uncovered, I couldn't move to there and then use its end of turn as well. So that's basically how that works, how these work. And then once we put those 3 stars on there and defeat this threat, then this token would come over here and go onto there. So once we get 4 of them, we can then remove this card off the board and these slide down. Now we can complete these in any order. So if we just want to go on a rampage punching thugs, then once we punch 9 thugs, then that's removed and that slides down. If we decide we want to go on a civilian rescue plan and rescue 9 civilians, then that's removed and we only have these 2. Now, most bad guys, once you finish 2 missions, then you can start damaging the boss. You can't start attacking him until 2 of them are gone. This one, Dormammu, is totally different. Dormammu it seems like his mechanic is you're just trying to survive. You're trying not to allow the locations to overflow because that's when he gets to do crazy stuff. So my guess is his master plan deck is full of stuff that overflows the locations. So our job is to run around punching thugs and rescuing civilians. So I think that's going to be the mechanic for him. Now, as we start playing cards, the villain plays a card after every 3 hero cards. Once we complete one mission, then this is going to go down and he's going to play after every 2 hero cards. And then, of course, this doesn't come into play with Dormammu once we defeat 2 of these. And then if we get all 3 of them, which we don't have to, but once we get all 3 of them, the heroes can draw a card, draw an additional card, which is our life. So that's how that is how we survive, is those cards. So, all right. So the bad guy starts on a random location, which one thing that's great about this this system here, as soon as you choose your bad guy, it automatically randomizes which location he's going to start on. So this is the location he started on here. And the heroes start on the opposite location. So the opposite side location. So we're going to start on the helicarrier while he starts here at Shield HQ. All right, so we've got our heroes here. We're going to go ahead and draw 3 cards because that's our hand size starting off. So each one of our heroes gets 3 cards starting off. And then our bad guy is the one that gets to go first. Now what he does, he's got a deck here. We're going to go ahead and shuffle that. And then you just play the top card right off the deck and see what it says. All right, so it's got 3 things on, usually it's 3 things on the card. The first one is a circle with an arrow. That tells you how many squares he moves. So, or how many locations he moves. So he moves 2 locations, and you do these in order as it shows on the card. So the first thing he does is he moves 2 locations. And let's see. So there's nothing there. Usually right there where the information box is, where the heroes that take damage in this location take 1 extra damage. If there's a target with an arrow there, that means that whatever that is activates the moment that the bad guy lands on that spot. So I don't think he has any. So he's got no threats that have that, but in other bad guys, if it has that little target with the arrow, that means if the bad guy lands on that location, then it activates the ability on that card. All right, so the next thing we do is we go to the next thing, which is the BAM. So we go to his card and we look at his card again. It says deal 2 damage to each hero in Dormammu's location. So there are no heroes in his location, so nothing else happens there. Then we look at the next part. So there's the little target with the arrow. So that means the location he landed in gets 2 thugs, and then there's 2 thugs added to the 2 locations to either side as well. So we're going to go over here and we're going to add 2 thugs to here. And then we're going to add 2 thugs to this side, which again, we put 1. And we can't put 1 there. So it goes clockwise to this one. We can't put 1 there, so it goes clockwise to that one. So there's 2 right there that we couldn't do. If a token can't be added to a location, increase the ritual track by 1 for each token you couldn't add. So I couldn't add 2 of them, which is crazy. So we take this tracker and we put it on the 2. All right, and then we put 2 here, and we can't add those there. So we put 1 there, and so we move it by 2. And then we can't put that one there, so we put it here and move it again by 1. Wow, this is going to be tough, guys. Holy mackerel. That is first turn. We are barely just showing up to the scene, and he is already at 5. So after he is done, then we go to the heroes. Now we as the heroes get to choose who goes first. We're going to choose Blade to go first, just because it's supposed to go in clockwise order. So we'll start down here and go this way. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to look at his cards. The first thing it does, it shows his name, the artwork, and then if it's a named card, it'll show the name, and then it will show the symbol at the bottom. Now there are 4 symbols, so we can see them right here. You've got the attack symbol, which is this little fist with the explosion at the end. You need that to do damage to bad guys. You've got the green arrow, which is the movement token or movement icon, which means if you want to move from place to place, means you have to have one of these to move to each location. So if you have one, you can go to the right or the left, one zone. If you have 2 green arrows, then you can move to the right or left 2 zones. If you have the heroic token, which is the star, that allows you to either 1, save a civilian, or 2, place it on one of these that have a star at the bottom of it, one of the threats, to get rid of threats. And then if you have this one with the 3 different colors on it, 3 different color boxes on it, then that's the wild token, which allows you to use it for any of these 3. So the first thing we want to do is we want to draw a card at the beginning of our turn. So he has the wild, he has a move and a heroic token. He's got a move, and then he's got a punch with a special card called Bloodbath, and it defeats all thugs in your location. So keep that in mind when it says defeat. It means it goes into this location, or rescue, it goes into this location. If it just says discard, then they're just discarded and you don't get credit for them. So keep that in mind when it comes to the wording on cards. So I think for this, I think he's going to play this card. And it goes right in the storyline. This is what this is called, the storyline. So he's got a move and a star to rescue. I think what he might do is go ahead and use the star to rescue that one, and then move over to here and be done. All right, and then I think he's done for his turn. So now Squirrel Girl goes, so we're going to draw a card. Now we're going to look at her cards. She's got a punch. She's got a special card that says Common Sense. If the number of your special effect cards in the storyline is greater than the villain's current health, the heroes win the game. Okay, well, that's definitely a Squirrel Girl ability, for sure. All right, and then she's got a, which is obviously something we want to hold on to. And I don't think it would work against Dormammu, because he can't be damaged, but he doesn't have health. So, yeah, he doesn't have health. So I don't think that's going to work. So that's a useless card. So we'll use that for damage bait. In other words, if we take a point of damage, you've got to discard a card. That'll be the card we get rid of. All right, then she's got a move and a punch, and then she's got a move. All right, so also important to note, the hero that moved before you, you get all the icons that are on the bottom of their card. Now, if he had played this one, she would only get the punch. She wouldn't get the special ability of defeat all thugs in that location. You only get the icons that are at the bottom. So currently she has a move and a star, and then she can play a card as well. So I think she's going to play this one, and she will use the move on, whoops, that's the wrong person. She will use the move on Blade's card to move to there. And then she will punch this dude in the face. And then she will move to this card Each thug in this location requires 2 damage to defeat. All right, so then she will use the star to rescue that guy. All right, and I think that is her turn. And then we move to Vision, who will draw a card. And he's got a star. He's got a star and a punch. He's got 2 stars. And then he's got a special one, which is add all punch at the bottom of the last 4 hero cards in the storyline. Deal that much damage to a single enemy in your location. All right, so that's really good against bosses when you get to the point where you can damage bosses. Or if you're even, if they've got a threat, which is a henchman that has 4 or something life, something like that, then that's really good against that too. So, but as of right now, we only go to the last one played, so he's got a move and a punch. So let's see. That is heroes take one extra damage. So let's I think he will play that one. And I think he will... Oh, wait. He couldn't have rescued that one. He would have had to rescue that one. Oops. Yeah, he would have had to rescue that one when he moved over instead of rescuing that one before he left. Because that special ability is that it takes an additional star to save them. So I think what he's going to do is I think he'll punch that guy in the face before he leaves, and then he'll move over to here and use those 2 stars to go into there. And I think he will be done. Now, once all 3 heroes have gone, well, once there's 3 hero cards in the storyline, because if you were playing with 4 heroes, he would still go on the fourth one, and then the 4th hero would go first next round. All right, so he's gonna go next. He is move 1, bam. Oh, this is gonna be bad. All right, move 1, bam. Doesn't hurt it. There's no one there, so the bam doesn't go off or doesn't hurt anything. Then he puts 2 in each location. So there's 1. And then 2 goes to there. And we move that over 1. And then 1. The second one goes here, can't go. Then it goes here, it can't go. So that's 2. And then it can't go there, so it goes here. That's 3. Oof. And then the 2 that can't go here go to here, so that's 2 more. And then they can't go here, so they go here. Wow. So that's 2 more. Yeah. Dormammu is no joke. No joke at all. Wow. Okay. Then it is Blade's turn. I think we all know what card he's playing. Oh, wow. Double each punch you use against a single enemy this turn. And then it has a punch as well. I think he's going to use this one. I think he's going to use that one. And he's going to defeat all of these. So that's going to get rid of those. And then he's got 2 stars as well. So he might as well... Let's see. Heroes take an additional damage. So I think he just might put a star here. and rescue that guy there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. And then she... What is hers? Reveal the top card of the master plan deck. You may put it at the bottom. I think she might do that. I think she will do that. She gets to look at the top card. It's going to be a move, bam, and more guys. All right, so it'd be a move 2, so it'd be there. And then 2. So get overflow there and overflow there. Wow. Oh no, and that's a... So she can't even use that, those 2 stars to rescue 2 of those henchmen. That's rough. I think we just lost the game. I don't know if we can recover from that. So I think let's take a chance of the next one being not so bad. And then she will use her... What to do here? Wow, this is crazy. I guess she'll use her wild to move and use the... Oh wait, she's just got a punch. Okay, she'll use her punch to punch this guy then. Oh, I was thinking of the 2 stars. Actually, it's blade that she's running off of. All right, well, it's now his turn. Gain 1 wild token for each location with no empty slots. Oh wow. That would be 3 of them, or no, it'd be 3 of them. No empty slots, no empty slots, no empty slots. There's an empty one there. All right, so that would be 3 wild if I did that. I think I'm gonna. So I'd get 3 tokens. All right, and then at that point, then I would also have 2 wilds here. So let's go. Let's move 1. We will punch that dude in the face with the other one. And then move with these 2 tokens. And then this final token, what is this? Need 2 damage to defeat, so we'll use that one for that. Or do I want to get rid of that? No. No, I think that was the better play. Wow. Should have used those 2 for those 2 when I had the chance. Oh well. All right. Well, let's see what he does. He moves 3. 1, 2, 3. And he bams, so Squirrel Girl is going to take 2 damage. Alright, so obviously this one, because it does no good. And probably this one. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of these 2. We want that one to be on bottom, so we're going to do that. Flip those. And what they do is they go at the bottom of your deck. And now she only has 1 card in her hand. And if she takes another point of damage, then that means she's knocked out, and we'll worry about that, what that means when we get there. All right. So now he also does his. Whoops, wrong card. He does one for each location. So one thug goes in the center location. One thug goes here. And one thug goes there. So thank goodness it doesn't overflow. But then it's ritual. Increase the ritual track by the number of oh man, civilians and thugs in Dormammu's location by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Wow. 3 more and we lose the game. We probably are going to lose the game next turn, next time he goes. So we've got to do something big right here. All right. So he's going to go draw a card, punch, double. All right. So he's cleared out that. And he's got 1 wild that he can use. So let's do... Takes 2 damage per. All right. So let's just go ahead and do that. So he'll use his wild to move. And he'll punch this guy. Get rid of him. And that's all he can do. All right. Squirrel Girl will draw 1 card. What's that? Okay. 3 punches and she's got no movement. Oh, I got rid of her movement card. She really needs to move here. Wow, with all those punches. Well, she has to play a card. And so the only thing she could do is punch this guy, which gets rid of this. So that goes away. That slides down. Now he's going to go after every 2, which means he's going to go now. And we lose. 5. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. And then bams. So both of these guys take 2 damage. And then he takes, yeah, and it does nothing, and I guess that one. Ouch, ouch. And then the overflow, and I think this is where we lose. All right, so one henchman, one, let's see, 1, and the next one can't do anything, so it goes here. And then this one, it's 1 and 1. And then this one, they both go to here. They can't do that, so that's 4. Can't go to there, so that's 6. And then 7. Wow. It almost does a full circle, and all of them are full but 1. Wow. And we lose. That is crazy. That is insane. So you need crazy movement and crazy stars and damage to beat Dormammu. That's insane. What a cool boss that is. That is an interesting boss. Wow, we lost. We lost on his 4th turn. His 4th card we lost. Wow. Wow. I think different heroes could make that better, could make that easier to win. But that's basically the basics of the game. And I mean, it's that simple. I mean, it's taken almost 30 minutes to play this game. I mean, we obviously lost. It would have taken longer had we not lost. But still, the point is it's a very fast game to play. It's a lot of fun, and it's that simple. It's that simple to play. So it's a great game to get your friends together, play with, and have a few drinks. There's also ways to make it harder. Obviously, this boss is hard enough, but other bosses are kind of easy. So you can make it harder by taking certain cards out of your deck during setup to actually make your cards harder for you to play, or make the boss harder to beat. So it's really neat in that aspect. And then there's other aspects to the game that you can add, like secret identities that are brought to us by the Spider-Verse expansion. And then there's the Asgard expansion. There's the Infinity Wars. There's several expansions we're going to take a look at in another video. So come back and see us in the next video, and hopefully we'll explore more of those expansions. But other than that, guys, that's it for this video. If you like what you've seen and you want to see more, hit the like button and join the Hive by hitting the subscribe button. And we'll see you all on a video soon. Bye-bye.